अन्येन साधुभक्तानाम् ईश्वर आराधनेन. So Prahlad Maharaj is recommending how to begin Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, the first beginning is Adu Gurvashram, as the Guru Swami recommends. Adu Gurvashram, first beginning is to accept a bona fide spiritual mark. Adu Gurvashram, Sadharma Pricha. Sadharma Pricha. So, it is not that official accepting a spiritual master, but one should be very much inquisitive to understand about eternal duty or eternal activity. Sadharma. Sat means eternal. And dharma means characteristic. Eternal characteristic. What is that eternal characteristic? With this body, we change our characteristics. That is not eternal characteristic. That's like a human body. The standard of living of a human being and the standard of living of an animal different. As the body changes, the standard of living also changes. Therefore they are not eternal. They are not eternal. Everyone is trying to live, struggle for existence. But these living conditions are different according to the body. The body is made according to its destination of happiness and distress by superior authority. I cannot say that I have such and such body in my next life. But in one sense, if I am intelligent, I can prepare my next body. I can prepare my body to live in certain planet, in certain society. Even we can go to the higher planets. And if I like, I can prepare my body to go to the abode of Krishna, Goloka Vrindavan. That is the function. Human body is meant for that intelligence. So what kind of body I shall have in my next life? That's like a student educates himself with an ambition that when I am grown up, I shall have this standard of life. I shall become a high court judge. I shall become a military man. I shall become a very good businessman. And there are different ambitions. Similarly, for your next life also, you can maintain different ambitions. That is in your hand. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Janti deva bhratad deva. Keep your ambition to elevate yourself, just like people are trying to go to the moon planet. There is an ambition. But they are trying to fulfill the ambition wrongly. That is not the way. That we manufacture some machine and by force we enter into the moon planet. That is not possible. You have to undergo certain rules and regulations so that after quitting this body, you are allowed to get a particular type of body suitable for a suitable particular type of planet. Janti deva prata devan kritin janti vichidrataha bhutani janti bhutecha madhyajinopi janti ma. Those who are desiring to enter into the higher planetary system where demigods live, Chandraloka, Suryaloka, Indraloka, Varuna Loka, Vayu Loka, Brahma Loka, Dhruva Loka, Bhurbhuva Satat. There are different millions of Vibhuti Vinyam. Jasat Prabha Prabhavatu Jagadanda Koti, Koti Sasesa Vasudhadi Vibhuti Jinnam. In the Brahma Jyoti of Krishna, there are innumerable planets. The spiritual portion, there are innumerable Vaikunthas. Vaikuntha means, Kuntha means anxiety. Where there is no anxiety, simply pleasure. That is our life. Here also we want a very happy life without any anxiety. That is our tendency. We try to make a very nice, comfortable house, a very good bank balance, all secure, so that I can live there very comfortably. That competition is going on. But that is not possible here. Here, samsara davanala. This samsara, it is meant for suffering. Davana, just like forest fire. Nobody sets in the forest fire, but it takes automatically. So, however, you may try to live here comfortably, happily, peacefully, eternally. It is not possible. That is the difference between this temporary material manifestation and eternal. Eternal Vaikuntha Loka, spiritual world. So, this Krishna consciousness movement means to prepare a body, next life, by approaching Krishna Loka. Krishna Loka, Vaikuntha Loka, innumerable there are. These material manifestation of universes, here also there are innumerable universes. One universe we are seeing, or one solar system we are seeing, but there are innumerable solar systems. That is admitted by modern science also. So, all these innumerable solar systems or Brahmandas or universes, they form only 1/3 manifestation of God's creation. Only 1/3. Ekangsina Sthitodava. But the Vaikuntha Loka is 3/4 part. They are stated in the Shastras. So, Prahlad Maharaj says to his demonic friends that stop this life in this material world. Bija nirharanam. We are in this material world simply by different desires. We are creating different desires or material ambition. So Prahlad Maharaj says, stop this. But stopping this, people think that stopping this, then where is our next life? That they do not know. That is the difficulty. But we get information from Shastras, we get information from Bhagavad Gita, that the place where you go and do not return where, and that is my place. Jadgatyana nivartanti taddhamam paramam mama. Again, Krishna says that takta deham punarjanma naiti mameti. There is a process. The process is simply to understand Krishna. Janma karma me divyam jajanati tat. Not knowing superficially. Oh, Krishna is a historical person. Some 5,000 years ago, he took birth as the son of Devaki, like that. Everyone knows, at least every Indian knows, and they observe Krishna's birthday. That is beginning. But Krishna is the supreme absolute truth. He is the origin of everything. He is the cause of all causes. That is not known. That one has to know. The Brahma Jyoti, impersonal Jyoti, is bodily effulgence. The Brahma Jyoti is resting on Krishna. Brahmano aham pratishtha, Krishna says. Just like the illumination in this room, Prakash, is resting on this bulb. Although the illuminating light is spread all over this room, that is not original. The original is the bulb. Similarly, from the Shastra we find, Jasa Prabha Prabhavatu Jagadanna Koti Kotishu Asesha Vasidhadi Vibhuti Hilnam Tad Brahma Niskalam Ananta Asesha Bhutam. That Brahma Ananta Asesha Bhutam, unlimited, Jasa Prabha. This Brahma Jyoti is only effulgence of Krishna. Therefore, we have to understand what is Krishna. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Sabdate, Bhagavad. The absolute truth is one. That is Krishna, Advaita. But he is known in different features. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan. One who is trying to understand the supreme absolute truth by dint of his sensual knowledge, by, I want to say, exercising defined knowledge, neti, they can approach up to the impersonal Brahma. And those who are yogis, those who are trying to find out the absolute truth within this body, they can realize Atto Paramatma, Brahmeti Paramatmeti. And those who are on the highest planet, on the supreme platform of understanding, tattva, they realize that the supreme absolute truth is a person. Exactly a person like us. Just in the Bible it is said, man is made after the form of God. Not that God is made after the form of man. Somebody imagines that his formation of Krishna is a painting of an artist who, by imagination, they have painted very nice form of Krishna, very good looking. No, that's not the fact. Krishna is originally Vibhuj Shama Sundar. We get this information from Brahma Sangha. Premanjana charita bhakti vilocanena santas sadaiva hridayesu vilokayanti yang shyama sundaram asinta gunasvarupam govindamadi purusham tamam maya. He's Shyam Sundar. But he can be seen not by exercising our brain, our senses, our mind. He can be seen only by developing our dormant love for Krishna. Premanjana Surita. Not by other ways. Krishna also said in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktyamam abhijanati. By devotion, by love, one can understand. Not by sensual exercise or mental exercise. No. He does not say that by jnana, by cultivation of knowledge, I can be known. No. He never says that cultivation of yoga, by cultivation of knowledge, by cultivation of yoga, you can understand Krishna partially, not fully. Just like by cultivation of knowledge, you realize Krishna's bodily presence, Brahmagyan. That is possible. Brahmagyan means Krishna is Sat-Chit Ananda, Vigraha. The original form of eternity, bliss and knowledge. The Brahma realization means eternity realization. And Paramatma realization means chit or knowledge. But God realization, Krishna realization means Sat Chit Ananda. Anandamaya Bhyasat. The Supreme Lord is by nature full of bliss. We see therefore Krishna always blissful. Krishna has no anxiety. Krishna is killing a very big demon and he is taking pleasure, smiling. We have seen all these pictures in our Krishna book. How he is killing Aghasur, Bakasur, Dhenukasur, Keshi, and so many asuras. Just like a child is playing with toys. And similarly he is enjoying with his cowherd boys, friends, with girlfriends, gopis, with his mother. Everywhere Krishna will find Anandamaya. Anandamaya Bhyasa. Krishna is never morose or full of anxiety. Why? Why God should be full of anxiety? Krishna, you never find that he is in meditation. Whom he will meditate? He is the Supreme Personality God himself. You will find Lord Shiva is in the pose of meditation, but you will never find Krishna in meditation. Therefore he is the Supreme Lord. And he says personally that Matta Parataram Nannat Asti Kinchit Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya Arjuna, just take it from me. There is no other superior authority than me. That's the fact. So, when Krishna was present on this planet, he showed that nobody in the history of the world is superior than Krishna. He showed as much as possible you can understand. Otherwise, still he has got immense power, unlimited power. So, the point is, Prahlad Maharaj is trying to convince his demons. The demons cannot understand that God can be a person. That is demonic. They cannot, because they cannot understand. The difficulty is, a demon tries to understand God comparing with him. Dr. Frog. That is the story of Dr. Frog. Dr. Frog is trying to understand Atlantic Ocean, comparing with his 3 feet well. That's all. When he is informed that there is Atlantic Ocean, he is simply comparing with his limited space. It may be 4 feet, or it may be 5 feet, it may be 10 feet, because he is within 3 feet. His friend informed, oh, I have seen a reservoir of water, vast water. So that vastness is just conjecturing. How much the vastness may be? My well is 3 feet. It may be 4 feet, 5 feet. Now he is going on. But he may go on millions of feet, still is situation. That is the meaning. Therefore, atheistic persons demand, they think in their own way that God, Krishna may be like this, Krishna may be like this, Krishna may be like this. Generally they think that Krishna or I are the same. Krishna is not great. They do not believe that God is great. He thinks that God is as good as I am. I am also God. This is demonic. So this demonic principle, Prahlad Maharaj is trying to demolish this demonic mentality of his friend. That don't try to be falsely puffed up to understand God. To take the process of Bija Niraharanam Yoga. This material world means we have got a seed of ambition that I want to become better than everyone. I want to be the greatest businessman. I want to be the greatest personality. I want to be the greatest leader. The greatest. And there is competition. Everyone is trying to be greater than his friend. So therefore there is competition. But in Vaishnava philosophy, actually that is the philosophy, because we cannot be greater or greatest. Makta parataram. Nobody can be greater than God and equal to God. That is not possible. Even if he is Brahma or Lord Shiva or any other. That was Shastra says that anyone who thinks such demigods, Paratsena, just to Narayana Devam, that first like that, anyone who thinks Narayan equal to Brahma or Lord Shiva, that type of thinking is called Pasandi. Sapasandi bhaved dhruvam. Pasandi means atheist. Never. That is also one of the 10 offenses in chanting Hare Krishna mantra. You know that. One of the offenses when we think that any name will be as good as Hare Nama. No. Otherwise, why Shastra says Hare Nama, 3 times, precious. Nama, holy name means Hare Nama, not any other name. Hare Nama, there are many foolish persons, they say, no, any name, you chant Durga's name, you chant Kali's name, you chant Shiva's name, you chant Krishna's name, they are all the same. But no, they are not all the same. That is passion. That is passion. Krishna or God is supreme. If I say, suppose somebody is sitting here with his subordinate servant, and if I say, for me, you are all the same. So the master who is sitting, he will be insulted. Similarly, anyone who thinks that the Supreme Lord and the demigods are on the equal footing, that is offense. And therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu warns that don't Here, the interpretation of the Mayavadi. Mayavadi bhashya sunile hoy sarvana. Anyone who tries to understand Mayavadi philosophy, misunderstand, not understand, misunderstand, his future is doomed. Doomed means he will never be able to enter into this Bijanarharam, Nirharanam yoga. There are different kinds of yoga. This yoga is called Bijanirharanam yoga. Prahlad Maharaj says, Bijanirharanam yogam prabaha paramadhya. Now he is recommending that how this Bijanirharanam yoga can be practiced. The first important thing is Guru Sushrusaya. Sushrusaya means you have to satisfy the spiritual master, Guru. Now, suppose you are a very big man and you have to serve a spiritual master. Therefore, you cannot serve any third-class man or anyone. You must be satisfied that here is a person I can render my service. I can accept as subordinate and I can, therefore, what is that Guru? Bhagavad Gita also says, Tadviddhi pranipasena pariprasnena sevaya. Pariprasnena. Pariprasnena is inquiry. Adu budvasram sadharma priksha. To accept the Guru means to inquire from him about spiritual life, about transcendental situation. Not that fashion, I have met a Guru and he lives 300 miles away, I have no connection, no correspondence. No. Why the student should be very much inquisitive to learn, because accepting a Guru is necessary for a person who is very much inquisitive to learn about the spiritual world. Tasmad Gurum Pravartita Jigyasu Shreya Uttama. Those who are not inquisitive to learn about the spiritual world, to learn about God, they need not keep a Guru as a fashion. There is no need. Tasmad Gurum Pravartita Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam. Shabdi Parita Nisnatam Brahmani Upasamasrayam. So, the Vedas and all Vedic literatures, and Vedas, they are all the same. They are called Sufi and Smith. So, they recommend that if you Tadvijnanatham sa gurumeva avigatte, if you are actually your anchor to learn that transcendental science, then you should accept, you should approach a bona fide spiritual master. Prahlad Maharaj also says the same thing, Guru Sushrusaya. Guru means king or superior. So, you can satisfy superior by your service. Not by challenging. That is not so. The Guru Sushrusaya. Guru Sushrusaya Bhaktya. And what kind of Sushrusaya? Bhaktya. Just like a paid servant, he is also engaged in satisfying the master very nicely, very faithfully, but there is no bhakti. Why? Because he is after the money the master pays. He does not serve the master, but he serves the money. He is thinking always that I am getting so much money from this person. If I can satisfy him, then I may be dismissed. So I have no money. But here it is said, bhaktya. Bhaktya means without any, material concept. Bhakti is applicable in the spiritual world. Bhakti is transacted. The business of bhakti is transacted in the spiritual world. Or Where there is devotional service, there is spiritual life. There is no material life. So Guru Sastu Saya Bhaktya Sarva Labhat Pranimasa. It's very difficult. That's like Guru Maharaj gave everything. Everything. Sarva Labhat. Lava means profit. So one should be prepared to sacrifice all profit, all gain to this spiritual life. I had one god brother, Professor Samuel. He showed example. Of course, amongst our students there are many. They have dedicated their life and what to speak of anything, everything. So that is the process. Yes, sarvo labha arpanam. Arpanam means delivery. Sarad got this, yes, is then Sususa, to serve him with devotion, with faith, and giving him everything. Guru Sususaya Bhaktya Sadhu Labhatpanena cha Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam, and in association with sadhu. Sadhu means those who are engaged fully in Krishna's devotional service. Sadhu reva samanta. Opite suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhav. Ananya bhav, without any deviation. Those who are engaged in the service of Krishna, he is sadhu. It's not simply by changing dress. Sadhu means sadhava sadhu bhutana. Sadhu means honest, sadachari, good character, but the ultimate aim is, as Krishna recommends, that opite sudrachara bhajate mam anant. Not that one has to adopt all this sadachara. That is secondary. But if one is staunchly devoted to Krishna, he is sadhu. Not exactly that he has to observe all the rules and regulations, because by practice, just like these European and American students, sometimes they cannot adopt the principles of sadachara as it is recommended. But that doesn't matter, because they have devoted, they have sacrificed their life for Krishna, they are sadhu. One has to understand. They should be given the respect of a sadhu, because they have no other business than Krishna. That is the recommendation of Krishna. So, this Krishna conscious society is the society of sadhu. Sangena sadhu bhaktanam. Sadhu bhaktanam ishararadhana. And side by side there should be archan, deity worship, ishararadhana, the rules and regulations, how to worship. So one has to accept a spiritual master, trying to satisfy him, giving everything to the spiritual master, and in the association of sadhu and bhakta and Ishara Aradhana. So this Krishna consciousness movement is comprising all these items. Therefore it is bona fide, authorized. Thank you. Yes, so long within this material laws, it is predestined. But according to karma, karmana daivanetsrena, you are doing what? You are acting, and that is being supervised by the superior authority. And you get a type of body that this living entity has worked in this way, he should get this type of body. Therefore it is predestined. Karmana daivanetsrena. Prakriti kriyamanani, gunai karmani sarvas. That is being automatically done because a materialistic person is associating with different types of the modes of material nature. So he is forming a certain type of body, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. Therefore it is predestined. But karmani nidhati kimpita bhakti bhaja. Those who are engaged in devotional service, they are not under karma. Their destiny is being prepared by Krishna. Even though they are supposed to be doing ordinary work, but because he has surrendered to Krishna, his destiny is being manufactured by Krishna himself, not by this material world. He is not under this material law. Therefore he is called mukta, liberated. Mācabhya vicharini bhakti yogi na jasivate sagunan samatita ekan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Anyone who is engaged fully, 10%, unalloyed devotional service, he is already Brahma. He is not under material condition. Sagunan samatita ekan. This guna, this sataguna, rajaguna, tamaguna, he has already sattva. He has already transcended. Sagunan samatita ekan. He is already on the platform of Brahma. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Kalpate, this word is used, although you find that he is working within this material world, but actually he has become already Brahma. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So any pure devotee, annavilasita sunna, without any desire, than to serve Krishna, simply one who has dedicated his life for Krishna, he is already on the Brahma stage. So he is not under this destiny-making material world. The destiny-making affair is in this material world. As you are watching, so you are forming your destiny.
Suppose Krishna knows in so many millions of births I'll have state of pure
Not
love.
suppose Krishna.
No. Yes. But then the individual, he cannot, by his efforts or
But
something.
Krishna your point is, Krishna wants your destiny. Is that right? But he can change your destiny. That is Krishna's power. Nobody can change, but he can change. Krishna says, aham tva sarva pape bhava krishna. Suppose your life is full of sin, sinful action. So your destiny is already there. But Krishna says, aham tva sarva pape bhava krishna. I shall give you protection. So he can change. Why do you bother? You haven't got to undergo the result of your destiny. Brahma Samhita also says, karmani nidhati cha bhakti bhajam. Bhakti bhajam, those who are engaged in devotion, they are karmani nidhati.